Hey guys, it's Josh over at J&H. It's just about 10 to midnight on Thursday, October 18th, I think it is. I figured I'd go live tonight, talk to you about a couple of things that are going on at the shop. It's just been totally super busy the past couple of days with, Blackfish season in full swing and guys trying to find the stripers and all this new stuff coming out. Definitely if you're looking for blackfish jigs, I still believe that the John Skinner blackfish jigs are the best one because of the design of that hook. If you're not familiar with that jig, it's got a very short throat on that hook. No other blackfish jig that I've seen has that, and because of that short throat hook really gets past the lips of the blackfish, and you just get a lot more hookups. So that's something to check out. And speaking of John Skinner, he just dropped a video on the Mad Mantis Bay anchovy jigs, which is like just an almost like an epoxy jig or a metal jig for albies, false albacore, and those are just very limited. The Mad Mantis didn't realize, when John does these videos, it just sort of go crazy in terms of people buying stuff. So they didn't realize that was going to happen. So there's not a lot in the country. So if you want one of those or a couple of those, go to jandhtackle and go check them out, or come to the shop. But you're gonna have to do it soon because I think they're gonna be gone in the next couple of days. Same thing with the Mad Mantis pencil poppers. Again, John did a video on that a little while back, and they've just been red hot. So if you're surf fishing and you want to try a new popper, that's definitely a good way to go. Our J&H Haunted Montauk shirts have been doing really well, very, very popular. I think it's really cool. We just wanted to do a Halloween shirt, something fun, something different, and people seem to really like it. So check that out. Come into the shop, or go to the website and get one of those. We're also doing stickers. It's a 6-inch sticker of that zombie striped bass that you see on the front of that shirt, and those will be free. When you place an order, or if you come to the shop, we're just gonna you can just come up to the counter and give you one. That's probably maybe a week or 10 days out. We just ordered them, so once that comes in, that'll be just another cool thing. VR50 update. People are still going nuts for the Van Staal VR50 for good reason. It's a great little reel. So it looks like tomorrow we are going to have them in stock, and by have them in stock, I mean like actually have them in stock so that you can buy them. Up until now, it's been just pre-orders, and it's been that way on the website for, what is it now, like a year and a half, something like that. So Van Staal production has finally caught up. We're going to be getting some in tomorrow, and that will take us out of all the back orders. So if you're looking to order one, it's going to ship right away. Hopefully we can stay out of it. I don't know how popular it's going to be now that it's in stock. I mean, we could blow through that whole run in the course of a weekend and then be out of stock again. But I've been assured by Van Staal that we are getting a significant number. I'm getting a fair amount tomorrow, but then a significant number to follow in a couple of weeks. So, and that should that number is big enough that it should carry us through the holiday season. I hope it does. If not, we'll deal with it. But if you want a Van Staal VR50, again, tomorrow is a good day to look on the J&H website sometime afternoon and see if we have them in stock, because we should, and you should be able to get one, and we ship it out to you right away, which is a good thing. Update on Accurate Turn Star Drag reels. So they're trickling in. We got a bunch of TX 400Xs in silver and black. We're waiting for the next shipment. I've asked them for a list of dates when they're going to start shipping stuff, or order in which they're going to do it, because you have so many models and then you have the two colors. So I don't know what's coming in. So I'm trying to find out from them based on what they're going to have produced in terms of colors, what colors are going to have anodized ready to go, and then what bodies / gearing they're going to have. So it looks like, for those of you who don't know, the 300 and 400 low speeds, the lefties, and then all of the 500s are delayed until mid-November. So that leaves us with the 300 and 400 high speeds in both colors as shipping now. So they're slowly trickling out. I'm just trying to find out exactly when the 300 blacks and 300 silver blacks and the 400 blacks and the 400 silver blacks are going to start shipping. Is it going to be a week for one and 2 weeks for another? Is it going to be all now? So I should have that worked out. I'm hoping tomorrow. I sent them an email today. They're usually pretty good about things. So I should have an answer for you pretty soon on that. With that, I'll take some questions. I don't know, I'll think of a couple other things going on, I'm sure, but let's take some questions, say hi to everybody, and see what's going on tonight. We've been I've been getting a lot more DMs lately, which is really good. It means that you guys are, into communicating well through the system and or through Instagram, and it works out really well because I get to just straight up answer your questions and help you as best I can. A lot of people liked all those combos that we posted today. Um, for some reason it seems like you guys like just seeing finished combos, and I get that. Different things, different setups. We're going to try to do some more of that, show you more stuff, and just different stuff. We got those female or women's Phoenix rods in. The Pandora rods, are going to throw them up on the site. A lot of people commented on those, want to get something like that for their wife or girlfriend for the holiday season's coming up. And so yeah, they like that, and they really like the Kyoga with the Mojo inshore. If you guys haven't seen that, do check out the one of the stories. You'll see it in there from today. It doesn't look like we have any questions yet, so we're going to keep that. We might just keep it really short tonight. The only other thing I'll say is I'll give you guys a little bit of a reminder for Black Friday. It's going to be just absolutely crazy. We've got over 30 giveaways now. And once we get these set up, we're going to start trickling them all out to you, letting you know what they are. Fishing trips with all of the YouTubers we work with. Every major manufacturer is going to be doing giveaway. And then we're also doing with sort of the smaller companies too. So, on Black Friday or that holiday week, that, Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday, if you buy anything from, I don't know, I'll just use Mad Mantis as an example. You buy anything from Mad Mantis, you're going to be entered to win something from them. Sprog Amagatsu, it's already set up with Shimano and Penn and Daiwa, Avid, Accurate, all of the majors, and then all of the smalls I work with really well. I told you last time about that S&S bucktail giveaway, which is going to be really cool. And I'm just trying to coordinate with all these manufacturers to get just a bunch of different options for you, and just have just the best Black Friday ever. Okay, so a couple of questions. Do you have any Stingo poppers? I haven't taken in the poppers yet. We've only taken in the pencils and the Bay anchovy jigs, the Albie jigs. I will look into the poppers, and I'm sure we'll have those pretty soon. Spinfisher 6 long cast time frame. Some of them have started to trickle in. Everything is November 1st with Penn, all the new stuff. So if you're looking for, any of that kind of stuff, that's when the big amount should hit. We do have a couple of the regular Spinfishers already. We got some of the Conflict 2 long casts. We're just waiting on all the stuff. I think that Spinfisher is just going to be absolutely huge. Going to be an enormous hit, very popular, and should be pretty cool. In your opinion, what's the best customer service in a reel company? That's a great question. I think my view is a little bit skewed because I have a bit more influence in the industry, shall we say. So usually what I tell my customers is this, is if you buy something from J&H and then you have a problem with it, definitely talk with the manufacturer. If you have some sort of issue with them, or you're nervous about it, or you have any hesitation about dealing with the manufacturer, just send me a message, DM me, email me, let me know, and I will present it to them on your behalf. And I really can't remember a situation where I did that where the fault was really with the product and not like, customer slammed in a car door or dropped off a bridge or something like that, where any of these manufacturers didn't take care of it in the best way possible. So I think from a customer service standpoint, they're all getting better. Look, they see what it is. They see what social media is and how you guys can, cause a storm if they don't help you out in a reasonable way. Look, I'm not saying they have to bend over backwards and do everything you want to do, because some of the customer questions, demands are literally insane, to the point where sometimes I get off the phone and I'm like, has this person ever shopped in a store before? Just crazy requests, and that's a different story. But they want to help you because they want you to be happy, and they want you to tell your friends, because now telling your friends is something different than it used to be. You tell your friends and okay, your group will do it, but now you can tell your friends, and you can have, that could have a ripple effect through Instagram. you could post a picture and that could be seen by tens of thousands of people, depending on what it is. Or you can do a post on Facebook or do your own YouTube video, whatever it is. So you have a lot more say nowadays, and they sort of have to. That's why it's still strange to me why some companies, and I hear it from you guys all the time, in terms of tackle stores, don't give you the kind of customer service that you really deserve. So just strange. But I think any of the major manufacturers will take care of you if there's some sort of issue with the product. Theory or ballistic LT for fishing for a big snook near structure and the occasional tarpon. They're both really good. It really depends on how much line capacity you want. That 3500 Theory might not have enough line for what you want to do. I'm a big fan of the ballistic, and I know internally the Theory and the ballistic are very similar, so I'm not going to go off on that, but I think it really comes down to line capacity. If it's a 3500 size that you want, get the Theory. If you need more line, go with the ballistic. Are you carrying G-Rod Pro stripe rods? So a couple of years ago, I think it's been now, as we started carrying G-Rods, and the company is just discombobulated. They are sort of all over the place. We've ordered those striper rods several times, and we've gotten them in once, maybe twice, but not in the past year. I even have a customer of mine who I think is friendly or has a friend who's very close with the owner or the importer for G-Rods, and got a blank from them, and we always remember him because of that. He was actually in today grabbing a VR50, but I think it's a nice product. It's a really nice rod. It's different, but the company just does not have their act together. So I would love to carry them. I would love to stock them, but at this point they haven't proven themselves to be capable of doing that. Let's see. Someone's a fan of our reviews. That's great. Good rod to match with an Avid JX Raptor. It really depends on what you're doing. The Therese series from Shimano is super popular. The Phoenix Black Diamond East Coast or regular Black Diamonds are really good if you don't want to spend that amount of money. Shimano Talus Blue Water is a really nice rod. So you've got a bunch of options. Really just depends on what you're doing and how much you want to spend. Why do most rig fishermen use 60-plus pound braided line for black fishing? It's like anything else. You think like, well, if I use this, it's never going to break. They're trying to be more secure. But what we found is, from a customer standpoint rather than just a record standpoint, is that fishing for blackfish with really light lines lets you use really small jigs, and your hookup ratio with really small jigs is a lot bigger because you're using a smaller hook. So I keep using him as an example, but he's a guy who's fishing all the time. Is John Skinner is going out and he's fishing with 10 to 15 pound braid with a 10 to 15 pound floral leader on there, and hooking up all day long and having a great time. So from just an individual wanting to go fishing and catch more blackfish and have a lot of fun, I would go as light as I possibly can. So light braids, and have a good time and catch some fish. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. Have a great night, and we'll do this again real soon. Later.